Ladies and gentlemen, Ohio Star Coast Shadow Team, the YouTube favorite show. Come on, and you guys know the drill. You all are welcome to Whale or Fail. Where, if you were whaling, you're failing, and if you're failing, guess what? Bring it up, bring it up. You were probably whaling. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're doing well. We got, oh man, insanity happening right now in Raid Shadow Legends, and I know what I should be doing, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it because I want to do something that I shouldn't be doing. Does that make sense? Well, it's all going to make sense here. It's going to fit into probably a larger conversation that I don't think I've had with you guys in Raid Shadow Legends, and that is when you're doing the monthly fusions, the monthly fragment summons, whatever it might be, the most important way of maximizing the value out of your sacred shards. Oh, before we do that, I need to make sure you're getting the most out of the Raid Shadow Legends experience. And if you're a new player and you haven't been playing Raid, what the heck are you doing? It's an incredibly insane time to be playing. So Gary, tell these people, what are they gonna get if they are gonna use my link down below or my QR code for new players only? You'll be able to start your account with 4 free champions, Corrado, a free legendary, and then 3 amazing epics, Ugo, To Go, and one of the best epics of all time, Deacon Armstrong. And don't forget, new people out there, you also have a free freaking Michelangelo login 7 days. Doesn't even have to be consecutively. You're gonna get this guy for free, and on top of it, you can use a promo code. You can use, I'd recommend Monkey King, Demon Slayer, Desert Queen, all fantastic ones. Some of those are expiring at the end of this month, so limited time. And wow, what is that? That's 3 free legendaries, amazing legendaries. Holy cow. Anyways, let's talk about these legendaries. So there's a lot of things to keep in mind of Sacred Shards. Obviously, the first and foremost, most important thing for a new player coming to Raid Shadow Legends, you want to make sure you're using your Sacred Shards on 2x chance of legendary champions like we got today. And funny enough, speaking of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, we got a boosted drop for April O'Neil. But in general, when you're starting off your account at Raid Shadow Legends, your goal is to broaden out your roster as much as possible with amazing, amazing legendaries. And the best chance of amplifying that opportunity is by doing 2x chance of legendary champions. However, there comes a point, once you kind of build that roster, you're locked in. You need to make sure when you're using Sacred Shards, you're maximizing, or I should say minimizing, the impact on your resources when you're going for those monthly fragments, monthly fusions. And you know what? I'm going to call myself out here. There comes a point where you're like, you know what? I got a lot of legendaries. I got a lot of good characters. And dare I say, I got a lot of legendaries that need my love and attention. As much as I keep wanting to say more. It's so much fun. Just when you see those golden fragments come together so you can summon a champ, it hits you on an emotional level that I'm sure we all can explain in some sort of abstract sense. But I want to talk about efficiency purposes because, you know, I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh man, there's a 2x event and I want to do it. However, I'm looking at it from the other, probably more correct perspective. I'm trying to save as many Sacred Shards as possible because we have a Leonardo Hero's Path coming in October, and his soul and character are going to be there. And I'm guessing we're probably going to need about 30 or so Sacred Shards to get both the soul and the character. And, you know, we got time, but man, that's a lot of Sacred Shards. And it's like, all right, well, I don't really want to be going all in on this, especially since April, she's going to have a Titan event. So it's not like this is the only chance to get her, right? And I already got enough legendaries. I don't really need more. So I want to basically just go over, if you're going to be planning for fusions and fragment summons every month, what's better to focus on? Because generally, you know, you get some leeway. You know, you could skip out on a little bit of here, you could skip out on a little bit there. And if we go ahead, pull up the news, pull up this, generally you're going to see a summon rush and a champion summoning tournament, or champion chase tournament. Is this the calendar in here? Where's the calendar? Okay, it's not even in here. Okay, where's the calendar? It's somewhere in here. Well, somewhere, yeah, I don't know. The calendar's not here. I'm probably scrolling right through. I don't care. Right now, my brain is focused on one thing and one thing. Where are you going? Come back down. There we go. Jeez, bunch of idiots. Here it is. There we go. So generally, you get a champion chase tournament, which is what we have now. Summon rush tournament, and they both require, I mean, sometimes, you know, voids, epics could be helpful, but primarily Sacred Shards are the main driving force. Well, usually you get bonus shards, and you can have a little bit of leeway. So right now, you could skip out on 10 fragments to get Donatello, for example. Generally, people like to trim that budget off of either the Summon Rush or Champion Chase tournament, depending on what's going on. In general, though, I would say if you're trying to get your sacred shards to go the furthest possible, champion chase, assuming you're not looking for any more legendaries, you don't need to worry about the 2x. Champion chase is generally where you want to try to save, because your sacred shard value is going to go so much further in summon rush events. Why? Well, in champion chase tournaments, you only get points for the quality of character that comes out. Legendary character, epic, rares, whatever it might be. You're not getting points for the actual shard you're cracking open in a champion chase tournament. Where a summon rush, that's when you get the most value for your sacred shards. And it doesn't matter what you get out. If there was somehow uncommon, common characters in sacred shards, you would still get the best bang per buck with that. And here's exactly what I want to show here. So in a summon rush, which is the non-tournament, that's an event, you get 500 points. Doesn't matter what you get, you're going to get 500 points for it. And then champion chases, well, usually for sacred, you're either going to get epics, legendaries, most of the time epics. You're basically getting half value, let's just say, for sacred shards being opened up in the champion chase tournaments. Not great, right? So let's just go show you this, for example. This was the previous Throat Ripper summon rush that we had. And as you can see, they go all the way to 3,200. You need about 6 sacred shards to basically max out the summon rush. Whereas the champion chase tournament that we have right now, I know I'm probably speaking to the choir, but I'm making this video because I know there's a lot of people that's joining the Raid Shadow Legends journey recently, maybe with me a year ago, and maybe you didn't really go too much into it. It's an important thing to know. I know a lot of us probably roll our eyes like, I know this, but I'm explaining it for myself and also for other people out there. Whereas let's just say if you're gonna go for this here, to get all 15 shards of Donatello, you need 3,000 points. What does that come out to be? Well, let's just say this. Let's pull up the calculator. You need 3,000 points. You need to assume you're going to be getting 250 most of the time. Divide that by 250. You would need 12 sacred shards to get the full points. Now, of course, you might have perfect luck, and you might just summon non-stop legendaries back to back. We have a 2x day, right? So divide that by 500 because you're getting legendaries. It would come out to the same, right? But that's assuming you're always getting legendaries, which, let's just say statistically, unless maybe you're like me, not gonna happen. So in general, if you're looking to try to save on sacred shards and still unlock the monthly fusion fragments, champion chase is where you're gonna want to cut as much as possible and save for summon rushes because they don't require as much to max out, and also lets you save your sacred shards for events like the Hero's Path. But one thing nice about the champion chase that summon rush does not allow you, if you have champions chilling around, you can summon these guys and get points. So what I'm gonna do today, putting all that together, I wanna try it as much as I want. I am addicted to 2x sacred shard openings. They feel so darn good. But just because I'm trying to save for the next month and a half, 2 months, and who knows, eventually I'll probably give in the temptation. I might lose them all. I might lose all my sacred shards. I'm gonna try to be reasonable. What I'm gonna do for today, to minimize as much as possible, I'm gonna go ahead, summon Crocat, Throat Ripper, Cleopteryx, already have one of her. Okay, that right there is 1,000 points. And then we come down to the final 2,000. And honestly, again, I might not even go all the way here. Might not even need to go all the way in this champion chase tournament, but that'll be 1,000 points right there. You can grab that, Leonardo, the Donatello, whatever, 5 fragments, and you might be okay then. But I feel like it'd be bad if, let's do this first. Because again, I know what I should be doing from an efficiency standpoint. I should just be, again, saving sacreds for the summon rush, then save it for the Hero's Path. But what I want to do is I want to crack open a bunch of these. Let me think of it this way. Let's go ahead and first summon Throat Ripper. Congratulations, welcome to the party. There you go. Come on down. Get into points on the board. Can we clap it up for him, please, if you don't mind? There we go. I don't remember what I was saying. Something along the lines of I just love 2x opening events. Always makes me feel good. It doesn't make you feel great either, opening up fragments, because these are like my secret nukes. When there's going to be an important champion chase, I need to get number 1. I like to drop fragments on fragments, legendaries. Sometimes I had like 10. I used it for the Titus Black Plume Red Stars. Just drop like 10 fragment summons. Boom, massive amount of points on the board. That puts me at 1,000 now, right? We should be at about 1,000 points, give or take. And honestly, at this point, all I need to do, if I just want to go for the 5 there, then I could skip. And let's say I could skip basically this 10 fragments because I'm afforded 10 fragments to skip. And plus, I'm planning on going hard in the champion chase tournament. So yeah, I really don't need to go much further here. So let's go claim this. How about this? One sacred shard. Just one. I don't mean, I honestly, I could just do mystery shards. We'll be good to go here. Just one. That's all I'm asking for. And at worst case scenario, we get an epic, right? But you know what? I could get a legendary. Just one. Just one. And you see what they're doing to me. You see what dirty games this shard is doing to me. It's like they know. They're like, just Arnold, are you sure you just want to do one shard? I mean, we know you love these so much. I mean, look, at this point, we're only 1,400 points away from the 10 shards there. You know what? I'm gonna try for once. I'm gonna be strong. Actually, hold on. Before I say that, how many? Let's say worst case scenario. God, 2x sacred shards are my favorites. Efficiency always gets in the way. 3,000 minus 1,650, and then we divide that by, let's just say 250. It's only 5. It's only 5 sacred shards, and then let me put it. Let me. You know what? And then I don't have to worry about the summon rush. That's why there's a bit of a more premium here, because summon rushes, they're gonna have a progressive chance. Nothing fun. So yeah, what if I just skip out on some summon rush? So we'll do 10. We'll take all 15 here, and I'll skip 10 into summon rush. What does that sound like, guys? That sounds good to me, right? Right? Let me see. Let me ask. It's just 5. I got. We'll be fine. Grandma's gonna hook me up a little bit, right? All right. It's fine. We knew that was gonna happen. See, they got me hooked. They got me hooked. It's okay. So, I mean, basically, think about it. I was gonna open up 6 sacred shards anyways. We're just opening them up today instead. Yeah. Yeah. Does that make sense? I think so. At least in my mind. Yeah, you see what happened though? They got me hooked on that first one. Well, I think we have one more to open after this. One more? Yeah, it's funny how that goes. Funny how that goes. Hold on, let me see where we are right now. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. I think we need one more, right? Just one more? One more? Yeah, just one more. And then I can get the rest old-fashioned way. So you know what? Honestly, I'm not actually too mad. We basically were going to spend the same amount of sacred shards regardless. Well, there were 6 now, 6 later. So it all kind of worked out. I think it helped that we got that sacred right away. All right. And we also summoned 2 of those fragments. One more. Just one more. That's it. Yeah. You see how funny that is? They get me what I want, and then they leave. Story of my life. But there we go. We're going to cut it off there. We don't need to go any further than that. Basically, I can skip out on the... Well, at least 10 of the summon rushes. I can just kind of use anything else to get maybe the first 5 fragments, whatever the case might be for that. And where does that put me on the leaderboard here, actually? Yeah, we're not going to go too crazy hard in this. I see we already have some people in the 4,500s. However, I don't know, just with a little bit of temptation, people might be like, Arnold, you should go for number 1, because then you can completely skip out on summon rush. There's so much perfect logic in all that there. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna get the 10 shards there a little bit more. All works out one way or another. People, thank you for stopping by. I don't know if what the lesson was here. The lesson was, I told you the right way of doing it, but even do as I say, not as I do. That's the lesson I think we have to talk about here today, people. The other lesson is, make sure to use the link down below. Scan that QR code, and you're going to get a bunch of free champions right away. This is an amazing, fun time in Raid Shadow Legends with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and a lot of big updates coming around the corner. But until we meet again, my friends, I got one request, and one request only. I need you guys to make sure you are having a great time around here, because when you're wailing, you're feeling, you're probably will, but through it all, we're all in this together. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And always remember, not just that it's great to be in the Empire today, but wail responsibly. I'll see you later, guys.